Coach Helmer, first installment, new little thing we're going to do once a month called At the Track with Coach Helmer. Start of the year here, got the Indiana versus Purdue dual meet. You know, what should the Indiana fans expect from the IU track team this year?
This year, I hope a whole lot of growth from now till the end. This week, I think we're going to see a group of kids, most of whom did a nice job over a break and are ready to line up and race and get the season started.
You got some big time athletes returning in Derek Druin, Andy Bayer, and Zach Mayhew. You know, what can Indiana expect out of that trio this year?
Well, those guys, the difficult thing about being really good is everybody expects you to be really good and get better. And getting better, once you set the bar as high as those guys have set, is a very difficult thing to do. And so while we expect them to be our leaders, we expect them to set the tone for who we are, how we compete, we also have to be patient and allow them to continue to train and grow into the competitors that they can and need and want to be by the time we get into mid to late outdoor season.
I think there are 32 men on your roster who have yet to compete before this year in an IU jersey. Who is someone to look to maybe surprise this season?
We've got some very talented freshmen. It'll depend on how fast those freshmen grow. Cornelius Strickland is extremely talented sprinter. Nathan, Pierre-Louis, a great 400, 600 runner, will be in time. I think Terry Bateman is going to be probably our next 18-foot pole vaulter if Scott Houston doesn't get there first. There's some young kids with a lot of talent. The difficult thing about being young and committed is they're working very hard. And when they work hard, it's hard to find their racing legs, and how long that's going to take and how we as coaches manage their workload and their desire to compete well is going to be the key to what we're able to see from them as competitors as we move forward.
On the women's side, not quite at the same level as the men, but had some really nice things happen there at the end of the year with Jordan Gray at the Big Ten meet, Kelsey Dirksen coming along, and then Kyla Buckley and Emma Komodo making it to NCAA championships. What can you expect from the women?
Those four are national level competitors and can be very high level competitors at the national level if things come their way. Ariane Robbie is right on Kelsey's heels and finally starting to come into her own. But the same thing there. We've got some young kids that just need to keep growing and growing, and a group of 400, 800 girls that are freshmen who are working extremely hard and have enough talent to be really good. The difficult thing is they're working extremely hard, they're very committed, they're doing everything right, and they're tired. And we'll just work our way through it and give them a chance to be as good as they can possibly be someplace down the road. I just don't know if that's going to be in the near future or maybe in the fairly far distant future.
On the women's side, who would be the next person you think to take that step up a level and be a major contributor?
You know, that was tough. I think Ariane Robbie is poised to take that next step. I really do. And once it starts to happen for her, she's a high-level talent who had some good high school times, and she's worked really hard. Just hasn't produced the times yet. But my experience tells me that once it clicks, once she hits one, then she'll go on a run and it'll be really good. I see that coming.
And what are you looking forward to maybe on down the road this season? You got some big time things ahead with, you know, Derek Druin getting to match up with another Olympic medalist at the NCAA championships, assuming they both make it there, and Andy Bayer, you know, some big races, Zach Mayhew, some big races. You know, is there any one thing you're looking forward to more than the other?
I'm trying not to. I find myself sitting around wanting to kind of do what the athletes do. I want to be really great tomorrow. And so I start to imagine that if we get it right, we're going to set a world record in distance medley. Andy Bayer is going to take a shot at the collegiate record in the mile. Derek Druin's going to jump 7'10", and maybe he will. I don't know, but I think I need to be really careful. I need to remind the athletes to be really careful that we continue to just do the work, trust our talent, trust our fitness, trust our preparation, allow the racing to bring it out of us, as opposed to thinking that we're going to go out and force something to happen, because when we start to do that, then we're going to be disappointed and lose the ability just to go out and race loose, have a good time with it, and watch the great things happen. You know, obviously, every one of those people that you've mentioned have this competitive fire burning within them. It's just a matter of channeling that fire appropriately. And what we found is relaxation that culminates with some high-level, intense competition works a whole lot better than does looking forward to 2 weeks from now. We're going to hit the big one. 4 weeks from now, we're going to hit a bigger one. Those things will happen within the context of competition if we do our job right.
And one final question: who makes the Super Bowl and who wins?
Based on what I saw this weekend, it looks like to me Green Bay wins. Who's Green Bay play? I don't know. Maybe Denver?
All right. Well, we'll catch up with you next month, and we'll see how your predictions turn out. So,
I'm on.
Good luck this year, and thanks for talking with me.